Yes.
A voice actor that you have worked with that you want to work with in the future?
Well, there's a lot of voice actors that I want to work with that I haven't. But you know, I can't think of any that I haven't gotten to do anything with right now. I love Yuri Lowenthal. Love him. And I'm very happy anytime I get to do. I just did a video game, and I didn't realize that he was the male lead, and I did like, I know it's, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's great. That's like totally fun. Yeah. And Johnny Young Bosch, I totally love. You know, anytime I get to work with him. And John Bergmeyer, I really like his voice, and so it's like totally fun that I got cast with him a lot, like as a pair, like, yeah, Shigure and Toru and Henrietta and Jose and he was also in Blue Gender as like one of my mentors. It was just like constant. It was fun. Yes.
How'd you get into voice acting?
How did I get into voice acting? Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question.
Sorry.
What was it?
How'd you get into voice acting?
I got into voice acting kind of by accident. How much time do I have? Is anybody running the clock?
20 minutes.
I have 20 minutes left?
Yeah.
Dude, I talk fast. Crazy. I got into voice acting because I was in college and I started doing this show called No One Sees the Video at like a local regional theater. And Kent Williams was in the show with me, and he played Dr. Gero on Dragon Ball Z. And so he was kind of like, he kind of acted like my dad, or there's like a screw on the floor and it totally just stuck in my foot. That's why you should always wear your shoes. Wear your shoes. No, and we got along really well, and so he asked me if I wanted to come audition for Dragon Ball Z because there were some girl characters coming up and they didn't have a lot of girl actors at the time because Funimation was a pretty new company. And so I like totally freaked out and went and auditioned and I got Kid Trunks. Woo! So that was like totally by luck and by accident that I happened into voice acting, and I'm very, very happy that it happened that way. Yes?
How is the life of voice acting? You always seem like you're traveling, recording stuff.
The traveling and the recording and everything, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I know I'm incredibly lucky to be doing what I love as a career, you know? And my mom and my sister and everybody, they're always like, what are you doing? What's going on? Because nobody, like, if you have like a 9-to-5 job, it's like, oh, today I'm going over here and I'm working from like 7 to 10, but tomorrow I work from like 8 in the morning until 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I have 2 hours and I have to make it all the way across town and work from this time to this time. So it's harder to keep track of a schedule, but my poor dog. But other than that, I know. It's so sad. It's so sad because, well, I mean, it's great that I'm here. It's great that I'm here. And then in like next week, Travis and I are going to the UK for another convention. But my dog, you know, like what do I do with my dog? And it's like really expensive to put him in a kennel in LA, so I had to like fly back to Dallas to drop my dog off with my parents so that they could watch him while I came here. So I miss him very much. He's my baby. He's a long-haired dachshund and his name is Charlie. Hold on. But it's little pictures, so I don't even know if you'll... Oh, but this is here. Come here. That's him.
Oh, let's see.
Do you see him? He's asleep in the picture. Really? Peanut. Is it still up? Isn't he the cutest dog in like the whole world? I brought him to Oh my God, you have a dog! Can I hold it?
This is the same kind of dog that Colleen Fingerbeard has. Only hers is much bigger. Oh, you want pictures? Look at him, he's like loving it. I know, he's like, where is your mommy? Dog gave me evil eyes. Oh, look at your cute phone. Oh, here. No, it's a doggy show. Oh, my God.
Oh, you were just like holding my phone the whole time, sorry. All right, now that we're back on track, yes.
Thank you so much.
When Chris Patton was doing the death scene of Green, he was like in the transmutation circle and
Yes.
he was vomiting up the Philosopher's Stone. He said that he did it so much that it actually made him feel sick.
Like he was gonna puke?
Yeah, I was wondering when that scene happened to Lus. And
If I felt the same way?
Yeah.
I love doing puking scenes. Like, I really like it. It's the best when like you're doing a puking scene and your director's like out there going, oh, like if you're grossing them out, you're knowing you're doing a good job, you know? And I was sad in Fruits Basket, she has a little bit of puking and I didn't really get to do full on puking because it still needed to sound, you know, feminine and cute because it was Toro. But with Lust, I got to let it out. I bet if Shin puked, that would be a good one. All right, hold on. Oh no, it's coming! It's coming up! That tasted like rice.
Has there ever been a moment out in the recording studio that one moment stands out to you as like the most funny, weirdest, crazy moment out there?
Oh gosh, there's been a lot of really weird times in the booth, you know? But one of, like, when I was still new at Funimation and we were starting Blue Gender, and Marlene was like, it was like the second episode or something, and Chris Sabat was my director at the time, and we were recording late at night, and so not a lot of people were up there, and he is the absolute worst. I mean, the best at it, but the worst. At right before it's your turn to talk, like you hear the beeps, and right on the fourth beep when you're about to talk, he'll start talking instead. Like, as your director, he'll like say something really inappropriate or really funny over the mic, and so you're not able to talk, and you just start cracking up instead. And we were recording this scene where like, they're looking at these, have you ever seen Blue Gender? Yep. Anybody? Yes. Well, these alien giant bugs with mouths that look kind of inappropriate. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. They're like, have just like spit out, or they see like this giant like green sludgy ball on the ground that's like actually a bunch of humans that have been like devoured and like turned into this waste product, and it's really gross. And my line was like, when they're done with them, they wrap them up like dumplings. And it's like something totally weird, and Chris, every single line, he would come on and say, they wrap them up like burritos from Taco Bell. And for an hour, I was on the floor of the booth laughing so hard because it was impossible to record that one line. And then in Glass Fleet, which he also directed, in Glass Fleet, who Travis Willingham was like the male lead in it, his like tagline in the show is, ride my wind. Or feel my wind. Can you feel it? My wind. I mean, it's just like totally weird, and it just leaves itself open for so many inappropriate comments. And there's a line, like my character who's like really tough, and she's jaded, and she's like a wall the whole time. She's finally coming around to him, and she goes, I can feel it. I can feel your wind. And like, I think it took an hour to record that line because I could not get it out. It was so